Imagine a world where thriving civilizations advanced, interconnected, and prosperous suddenly vanished. Cities were abandoned, trade routes fell silent, and entire cultures disappeared. This isn't the plot of a dystopian movie. It was the reality of the Late Bronze Age collapse around 1200 before Christ. But what caused this dramatic downfall? Let's dive into the mystery. For centuries, the Late Bronze Age was a time of extraordinary prosperity and global connections. Powerful empires like the Egyptians, Hittites, Mycenaeans, Assyrians, and the Minoans dominated the landscape. They traded luxury goods like tin, copper, and exotic spices, shared technologies, diplomatic treaties, and even cultural practices. Monumental cities rose, economies flourished, and complex writing systems like cuneiform and Linear B recorded their achievements. But around 1177 before Christ, this interconnected world began to unravel. Historians and archaeologists have debated the causes for decades. Was it a single catastrophe or a perfect storm of disasters? Here are the leading theories. The Sea Peoples invasion. Mysterious raiders, known as the Sea Peoples, launched devastating attacks across the Mediterranean, from the shores of Egypt to the cities of Anatolia. They burned cities, toppled kingdoms, and left inscriptions that even Egyptian pharaoh Ramesses III described in detail. But who were they? Some theories suggest displaced populations driven by famine or war, possibly from regions like the Aegean, Sicily, or even the Balkans. Their identity remains one of history's great mysteries, but their destructive impact was undeniable. If you want to dive deeper into this topic, I have a dedicated video discussing their potential origins, so check it out after this video. Climate change and environmental stress. Evidence from pollen analysis and ancient inscriptions suggests a prolonged drought lasting several decades. This climate shift likely triggered crop failures, famine, and widespread social unrest. Droughts would have strained fragile economies, disrupted food supplies, and driven migrations, possibly fueling the Sea Peoples' movements. Earthquakes and natural disasters. The Eastern Mediterranean is a seismically active region. Archaeological layers show signs of earthquake destruction in multiple cities, such as Troy and Ugarit. A series of large quakes, sometimes called an earthquake storm, could have weakened cities, destroyed infrastructure, and made them vulnerable to invaders and internal collapse. Domino effect. Some scholars argue that the Late Bronze Age civilizations were victims of their own complexity and interdependence. These societies relied heavily on trade networks, diplomatic alliances, and centralized bureaucracies. When one part of the system failed due to war, famine, or disaster, it triggered a domino effect, destabilizing others. Think of it like a fragile web. Pull one thread, and the entire structure unravels. Social upheaval. In some regions, like the Mycenaean kingdoms of Greece, there is evidence of internal revolts. The ruling elites lived in luxury, while common people faced increasing hardships. Social tensions may have boiled over into rebellion, further weakening these states from within. The collapse wasn't a sudden event, it unfolded over decades. By 1100, the great powers of the Late Bronze Age were gone. Cities like Ugarit, once vibrant trade hubs, lay in ruins. The Hittite Empire vanished. Mycenaean palaces crumbled. Even Egypt, though it survived, never fully regained its former glory. Writing systems like Linear B disappeared, and long-distance trade networks collapsed. This led to what historians call the Greek Dark Ages, a period marked by population decline, lost knowledge, and fewer monumental constructions. The Bronze Age collapse reminds us of the fragility of even the most advanced societies. It was not one single cause, but a convergence of factors, including climate change, invasions, natural disasters, economic instability, and social unrest that led to their downfall. But out of this darkness, new civilizations emerged. The Phoenicians expanded maritime trade, spreading their alphabet, the foundation of many modern scripts. The Greeks eventually rose, laying the groundwork for democracy, philosophy, and the arts. Even the fragmented remnants of Egypt and Assyria influenced future empires. The fall of these civilizations teaches us a timeless lesson. Resilience and adaptability are key to survival. In the face of global challenges, how we respond can shape the course of history. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating history content. What do you think caused the Late Bronze Age collapse? Let us know in the comments, and see you in the next video.